Location: night shift nurse at a small-town hospital. Nurse Priya had seen a lot working nights, but nothing like this. It started on a stormy Thursday. At around 2:40 a.m., a patient in the ICU kept whispering, "She's here, she's coming again," in red. Priya assumed it was just delirium from medication. But when she stepped out to refill his the heart monitor flatlined. She rushed back in, only to find a patient's eyes wide open, staring at the corner of the room. A strong scent of jasmine filled the air. The strangest part? CCTV showed someone in a red sari entering the ICU, but no one had signed in. Security replayed the footage again. The figure didn't walk in. It floated. The patient's final notes in the logbook read, "She watches from the ceiling." Priya quit the job 2 weeks later. No one ever talks about what happened in that ICU room. It's permanently locked now. Location: isolated highway gas station. Junaid was used to the late-night silence during his 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. shift. But one night it felt too quiet. At 3:47 a.m., the door chime rang. A pale man in dusty clothes walked in, heading straight to the candy aisle. He didn't touch anything, just stared. Junaid asked, "Can I help you, sir?" The man turned his head slowly. His eyes were solid black. He smiled and whispered, "You'll die alone just like me." Terrified, Junaid pretended to laugh, blinked, and the man was gone. Thinking he was hallucinating, he checked the security cam. The footage showed no one, not even the door opening. The next day, an old trucker passing by noticed Junaid's fear. When told the story, he said, "That sounds like Dev, a man who froze to death near here 10 years ago. They say his ghost visits people working alone. He never shows up on camera, only in person." Junaid transferred to a daytime shift that same week. Location: night bus route in Delhi. Samir was used to odd things during his late-night driving shifts, but the night of December 14th still haunts him. At 2 a.m., his route was nearly done. Only one woman sat in the back, her long hair hiding her face. She hadn't boarded at any regular stop. He was sure of it. Every time he checked the mirror, she hadn't moved an inch. When they reached the last stop, he walked to the back and said, "Madam, we've reached." No response. He stepped closer. The woman vanished. Her seat was soaked in water, as if someone had just stepped out from a river. Later, the supervisor told him the truth. 12 years ago, a woman drowned during a flood and was last seen boarding that same bus. Every year on the same night, she returns, always sits in the back, waiting for a ride home. Samir refuses to drive that route in December anymore. Location: abandoned factory. Ravi was hired to do night security for a warehouse scheduled for demolition. Seemed easy: patrol the grounds, report anything unusual. He was the only one on duty from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. On his third night, he started hearing 3 knocks on the rear steel door, always at exactly 2:13 a.m. First time, he thought it was wind. Second night, he thought maybe rats or stray dogs. Third night, he opened the door. Nothing. No wind, no animals, no people. Just silence and a cold, rotten smell. The knocking returned the next night. He ignored it. This time, the knocks grew louder and more frantic. Then they stopped. In the morning, he found long, rusty fingernail scratches on the door. Carved into the metal beneath was, "You were supposed to let me out." He reported it, but the warehouse was demolished days later. That door, it refused to break. Even the wrecking crew said it sounded like someone was screaming inside it.